Good day, family. Coach Jay coming back at you for the last time of the day. Family, listen, it is so terrific that you have the same opportunity as anyone else to build generational wealth for yourself, as well as your future generations that are going to come behind and stand on your shoulders. Now, you may not have as much as other people, but you're not comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing yourself against yourself. The thing that I loved about Tiger Woods, everybody's out there competing against him when he was in his prime. And guess what? He wasn't competing against any of them. He was competing against himself. And I remember doing that when I was running. Uh, I was out there just competing against to make my personal best time each time I went out there to compete, even though I was competing against other people, but I was really competing against myself to push myself to the limit. And I want to push you to the limit, especially if you're grandparents, if you got, say, for instance, you don't have any children and your aunts and uncles or whatever. I need for you to jump in here and help these family members out that have these children and they're trying to do right by these children, trying to build generational wealth. I just gave you a principle. I gave you a simple principle in the last two videos about making these grandchildren who are now employed by their parents, my grandchildren, should I say. It's the plan I'm actually using for my grandbabies. Yes, it's a plan that I'm using for my grandbabies because I want them to have four buckets. In each stage in life, they'll be able to pull from different buckets. They got a 18-year old bucket once they graduate. They're going to have about a 30-year-old bucket that they can start pulling from. And then they're going to have about a 40 to 50-year-old bucket they can pull from. And then they'll have the retirement bucket at the age of 60 and 59 and a half and above bucket to pull from. That's my plan. That's my plan. And uh, I'm doing my part. I'm filling up the buckets that I can fill up now. And I'm just waiting on, everybody to get employed so I can fill that last bucket up. I'm only going to do four buckets for them. Yes, they got the legacy fund, the 529, the Roth IRA, and the brokerage accounts. Those are the buckets that I want to do. And guess what? I don't care what you look like. You can make your choice, and I don't care who's in office or out of office. They can put Donald Duck in office because guess what? Eventually, uh, that won't last anymore. And I don't say that derogatory. We pray for our leaders. We pray for the people who are in positions of authority. That's what the Bible tells us to do. Those who are really believers. You need to understand that and stop bad mouthing folk and pray for those folks who are in position of authority. I understand it's easy to criticize. It's easy to critique but guess what? The Bible tells us to pray for those who are in positions of authority so that we may lead quiet and peaceable lives. Now, if you're biblical, I think you just